That's right, I'm back. Carcino. In my cousin's room. Used to be my room many, many moons ago. But I'm here to grant everybody their wish. Ding. I'm going to answer the boxing questions for you. And first I want to say, what a Saturday that was. November to remember, definitely. So many fights, so many great fights. Golden Boy finally put up a great card for everybody to enjoy. I mean, people just screaming left and right. This breaking news, though, I want to break it in. I don't know if it's ever going to get reported about the Manny Pacquiao lawsuit. People asking me questions about it. Right now, in that disposition or whatever they wrote about the lawsuit, the guy, Manny Pacquiao, requested that they send money to Jinky Pacquiao's account instead of his own, and that could be looked at as tax fraud. So the government, the IRS, is going to look into it as well to see if they can catch Manny Pacquiao for tax fraud. But back to boxing. Now, these fights were incredible. I just recently got through watching all the fights. It was so many fights I couldn't even watch them all. But Caballero, that was the most disappointing. You talking about losing a winnable fight. Blitzau, he fought okay, but that's why people lose fights at the scales. I mean, he was like, Caballero acted like he was at a board meeting. He's just sitting there, hands down, like, I got this fight. And I'm like, you gotta actually win the fight, even though you're favored 13-1. I'm never in the right place to make these bets when they go down, but geez, 13-1. Sometimes you just gotta go ahead and, fight the fight, man. But damn, all you have to do is let your hands go. I mean, his hands that went down by the mid rounds. He did what Blitzau do. But moving on, Marquez, hey, what could you say? If Marquez go down in the second and third round, don't even try to finish him. Because it's not going to happen. He's going to try to finish you. Okay? He seems to always go down within the first 3 rounds. He reminds me of Trinidad. Goes down in like the second round, gets up, boom, and that just gets the blood flowing. Now, the skill level in that fight, as people try to arguing with me when I say he's the most talented Mexican fighter in the history of the sport. I've been getting a lot of people that's giving me all these other names, and Ricardo Lopez, yes, but Ricardo Lopez cannot fight going backwards like Marquez can. Okay? Now, Paulie Ayala gave him everything he asked for, and he could not deal with Paulie Ayala. And, he probably had more power at that weight class, but trust me, no, Marquez is better. Now, moving right along, I want to make sure I don't make this too long. I got to get all these fights covered in case it sounds like I'm rushing. Carl Froch and Arthur Abram. Arthur Abram, what in the hell were you doing? First of all, he needs a corner. You gotta get rid of that old guy, because that old guy wanted to kick your ass just like everybody else wanted to kick your ass. I almost want to say keep the old man, but the old man ain't gonna. I don't think he's gonna deal with you anymore after this tournament. Arthur Abram and Carl Froch said it clearly as day, and about 3-4 days ago, before the fight, about 3-4 days before the fight, he came out and told everybody, Arthur Abram is really a middleweight who just happens. Can't make 160, so he's at 168, and he's really too small for Froch. And I saw it in the fight. I said, man, he's being dominated and controlled, and Froch got his attention with a couple of those shots, and he wasn't coming in anymore. And I said, he's just going to sit on the outside and just get beat because he didn't want to get knocked out. And you hearing it here first, Froch was going to knock him out. And I'm an Arthur Abram fan. And I saw Arthur Abram didn't want to engage at certain points with Froch because Froch got his attention and he felt Froch was going to knock him out. And you hearing that from me. I saw it and I said, oh man, I can't believe It went just the way I thought. I thought that Andre Ward would get him out of there. I thought he would finish Mika, but I saw Andre Ward win. It was just a easy fight, I think, for him to win. As far as like the openings are there for him to look good. You're gonna end up making it a Ward because Ward do like to sit down on his punches and throw with some authority. So yeah, it was an interesting fight. The scores, I don't have a problem with the scores. They were pretty much the same way it was supposed to be. Mika was there to do what he just did, just facilitate Andre Ward to give him some work. Who else fought that night? Jeez, there was so many fights. Nate Campbell got robbed. Um, who else was on that card? Andre Berto. And what more can we say about that fight? I mean, the guy Freddie, whatever his name is, Freddie Adu. Let me see how much time I got. Man, I'm doing good. You know, Freddie Adu or whatever his name, Freddie Hernandez. You know, he did his job. He was a dust-up. But I'm going to tell you this right now, and this is mostly from the Pacquiao fans or people who are critical of Andre Berto. This is what I don't like about people. Don't ask the guy for something, and then when he responds, don't listen. Okay, and still say the same damn thing you just said before. You always say, and everybody's saying it, when is Andre Berto going to fight somebody? Now, Andre Berto has called out Miguel Cotto seriously and made a deal. Okay, they had a great size deal. Cotto turned it down because he wants more money, so he wants to be on pay-per-view. HBO had it all set up and they were gonna had a date and everything for him. Turned it down. Mosley wants more money now, not Andre Berto. Mosley don't want to do 50-50 with Berto no more. He wants to be on pay-per-view. All these fighters turned down. Of course, Pacquiao's not gonna fight Berto. So all of these fighters are turning down these fights with Andre Berto. The people that you want to see him fight don't want to fight him. Now, don't blame Andre Berto for trying to make these fights and they don't happen. He's trying to make the fights. He can't fight Collazo right now because Collazo is stuck in a contract with Don King and nobody's working with Don King right now. So Collazo's trying to get out of his contract. And then there's no money in that fight. Berto's getting paid $1.2 million, whatever. But HBO would have took it, but they can't work with Collazo now because he's with King, and there's too much politics with that. So he's got to wait on the Devin Alexanders, the Tim Bradleys. Okay, they was like, what about Bradley? Him and Alexander got to fight, so Berto can't call them out. Maybe the winner will fight Berto, but until then, you know, Berto wants to fight one of the main guys, the guys y'all want to see him fight. But he tells y'all this, y'all sit there and step right back again on the same track. When you gonna fight somebody? It's just ridiculous. The question you need to ask is when is Manny Pacquiao gonna step up and fight somebody? That's what I'm sick of. I'm sick of him ducking people. I mean, gosh, how many people he gonna duck? Now everybody's calling him out. Now what you gonna do? It's just like before when he was at 130. Everybody called him out. He ran. Juan Diaz called him out. David Diaz called him out. Nate Campbell called him out. Edwin Valario, rest in peace, called him out. What did he do? He ran. Said, I'll fight David Diaz at 135. Then I'm out. Pew! So, with that being said, I'm going to keep answering y'all questions. You keep sending them in. I tried to answer as many as I can about the boxing because mostly everybody's question got answered right then and there. Oh yeah, Kanye West not in the Illuminati. Why do people don't go there? No athlete, okay? No athlete, no entertainer, none of these guys will ever be in the Illuminati, okay? You got to deal with the Bilderberg first. Okay? Think of Bilderberg. Think Bilderberg, then you start thinking about the Illuminati. You're going way too far. The Illuminati, y'all haven't even seen the Illuminati. You wouldn't even know what one looks like. Because I guarantee you, they're about 100,000 years old. About in their 90s. Okay? Deal with the Bilderberg. That's easier for you to deal with. Look up Bilderberg. Google it. Learn about the Bilderberg. Then you're going to have an understanding of, yeah, that's pretty stupid. There's no way. You'll understand that Kanye West is not there. Just because a man throw his hand up like this, I've done this before. I'm not in there. I don't think they would even send a flyer. It's crazy. And another thing, what was the other question? Yeah, Floyd Mayweather, okay, he does not care what anybody has to say, alright? He don't care. So for me to make these videos, I do it for me. I do it for the fans. I give y'all the information. So Floyd Mayweather does not pay me money. I've been seeing that every Floyd Mayweather got him on the payroll. I would love for him to say, hey man, here's some money for doing these videos. So Floyd, if you do watch it, hey, write me a check. I'll take it. But no, he does not. I'm not on his payroll. I'm not here to sabotage Manny Pacquiao. I'm here telling the truth. Tell me what lies am I telling on Manny Pacquiao? That's what you should start with. Point out lies that I'm telling about Manny. If I'm telling lies on it, bring the facts. Don't just say you hate on Manny. What are you just too vague. You gotta be more specific. We want to see Manny Pacquiao fight somebody at a regular weight, no catch weight, just fight somebody. If you don't want to take the blood test, good, okay. Fight somebody else. Okay? That's what we saying. Bird don't want to fight you. Fight somebody that's in the top contenders. We want to see you get praised. We're supposed to be all like, ooh, shock and awe because you beat Margarito at a catch weight. The guy who was a punching bag and everybody said the fight was a joke. Well, when it was made, now that the fight's over, it's the greatest thing we've ever seen. Come on, man. Still a joke. And then compared to last week, that fight can't even stand up to last week. So, I'm all done with this video. I don't want to go too long. I'm going to get on my road again. Damn.